इस वीडियो के अंदर हम लोग बात करने वाले हैं व्हाट इज़ वॉल्यूम इंडिकेटर, हाउ यू कैन यूज़ वॉल्यूम इंडिकेटर टू इंक्रीज द प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी ऑफ योर ट्रेड and how you can actually rely on this volume indicator to get some trade into your favor. So first of all, you have to came that website TradingView, and after logging into that website, this kind of interface you will see. And let's get into any kind of indices or charts. So let's get in the Nifty chart. So after entering any stock or indices chart, you will see that in the previous video we were talked on the what is EMA. So I am just going to delete this. So if you haven't watched that video, please check out this video. I was telling you that what is EMA and what is SMA in a very simple words. Okay, so to know that what is indicator, first came the indicator portion and search about the volume, which we're gonna talking about in this video. So you will see that there is something, this bars is coming, right? This bar is calling as volume. This is called a volume indicator and this is called as a bar. So what is that bar means? If you see that today is 19th March and today market is gap down like a crazy shit. If you see that market is gap down like 460 point gap down, just market is opening. And if you see that today is the complete bloodbath, market is falling the highest of 3.46%, which is like crazy. Market is just falling like free fall. So irrespective of the price, where the price is going, so let's understand what is volume. And if you see here, you will see the volume. What is the volume? If there is a higher volume or lower volume, you can see here. So if I am on, my cursor is on that volume bar, you will see that the here volume will show that 53.1 million, that candle made 53.1 million volume, which is mean that this candle is made by the buyers, right? That is why this candle is green. If this candle is not made by the buyers, then we will see that this candle becomes red. Okay, so literally that green volume represents the buyer strength and the red volume represents this seller strength. You will see in the market that the volume bar is literally green, but the price candle is red. So that is a different situations. We will talk on them in a later videos. If you ask, if you wanted to know, then so let's understand again randomly anywhere in the chart. So if you see that when the market is opening like 9:15 to 10 a.m. and when market is about to close is you can say that 2:30 to 3:30. So that is when the price volume is literally insane. And if you see that in the middle, price is like decent. Okay, so you can also use the SMA. So when the price is breaking, like if you see that the price is moving upward, and if the volume also says, if the volume is also higher, then you can obviously take there a buying side trade. And if the trade is falling, and if you see that the red candle volume is higher, much more higher than the previous those candles, so you can obviously sell here. Because हमेशा याद रखना कि हमको where is the big player goes, we should go there, which is mean volume represents how much transactions between the buyers and sellers was happening. Okay, so you can obviously enable the SMA. If you click on this SMA, then you can enable this SMA. Okay, so what is it? SMA means that if the volume bars is up on the SMA, then that tells you that the volume is higher, and if the volume is lower than the SMA, then that means that the volume is lower. You should not enter into that kind of position. Okay, when the volume is higher, and when the volume is higher and which is above on the SMA line, so that is when you should take a trade on the volume basis. If you use the volume, do not use just a volume indicator. Combine all these indicators like we have taught on RSI, MACD, Bollinger Band, Super Trend. If we use this minimum 3 to 4 indicator into your trade to get confirmation, then you will definitely end up making profit at the end of the month. So if you are consistent, and if you are consistently making those setups, and if you're consistently following these setups, which I will obviously tell you in the later videos, then you will make profit. Okay, so I hope you guys get it. Then how you can use volume. So volume just represents that the buyers or sellers transactions. We have to enter into a higher volume positions when the volume is much more higher, and we should entry into that time, because whatever the big player, whatever the big fish do, we should obviously follow them blindly. Okay, so that is how you can make insane profit. That is how you can make the craziest profit in the market. If you see that the volume is here higher, you can make profit here. If you see the volume is flat, then you will see the price is movement is in flat. So you should not trade in this sideways market, because sideways market is always waiting to snatch your money from you. And sideways market is obviously better for the option seller who have sold option for a specific setup. So we'll definitely cover them into later videos. So if you see, then this is the completely sideways market, and the volume, if you see, then here is flat, 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 here is flat. If you see the volume is higher than the price movement, if the volume is higher, then price is somehow movement. It is not actually 100% that if the volume is higher then the price will obviously move. That is wrong. It could move. Just volume, each and every indicator just indicate, they don't give confirmation. I am telling you from the first day of this indicator series. So, and if you see that the volume is higher and the volume is above the SMA line, so you can see that there is a little bit of movement. You can see here that movement goes upside, that movement goes downside. We do not predict anything into the market. Volume higher, market moves. Volume higher, market moves. You can see that trend is following, and the trend and the volume is always high in the opening of that market and before the closing of that market. So I hope you guys get it, how to use volume indicator. I'm trying my best to tell you that how you can use this indicator to get to maximize your profit. So I hope you guys get it. So thank you. That's it for today. I will see you in the later videos. Bye.